have ever passed by a frozen lake and seen fishermen angling for a bite below the icy surface? Maybe you ask yourself, is it just fish which makes people sit on ice trying to coax a fish onto the line?
You know, Leon Bibb wondered that, so for his series, My Ohio, he went fishing. And what he pulled in, well, it was a surprise.
It was indeed a surprise. I found something special on the ice, maybe even in the ice. But I'm getting ahead of myself. It started on a cold day, windswept and frozen, when I called a friend and said, "Take me to the ice." Somebody said they were fishing at the fishing hole. I said, "Can't be, the lake's all frozen over." Well, I was wrong. Fishing was going on in Berea at Wallace Lake, part of the Cleveland Metroparks. Hardy souls dropping a line through the ice. I figure I'd venture onto the ice myself.
Anytime the ice is over 4 inches thick and clear, you're assured it's relatively safe.
Mike Durkalek, Cleveland Metroparks aquatic biologist, knows all about fishing and about ice. So we went out on the ice as we jawed about fishing through it. It all starts with cutting a hole.
We're just using a spud bar like you might already have in your garage.
Mike introduced me to some of his fishing friends. Baiting the hook is Joyce Smith over there. She brings color to the sport. By that, I mean she brings a brightly colored bait designed to catch a fish's inquisitive eye.
Yeah, you just put it over the hook, like so. It actually hides the hook.
The Metroparks stocks Wallace Lake with rainbow trout, other fish too. So we know fish are there, but sometimes fish can be shy about going for somebody's line dropped in the water. So that's our minnow.
That's our minnow.
Okay, little fish, you go get me a bigger fish.
Let's hope so. Saturday we did okay.
Yeah?
Yesterday was a little iffy, but we came out, we gave it a try.
Well, we weren't catching much, but you never know when they'll bite. While waiting on somebody to pull in a trout, Metroparks Mike and I chatted about all of this fishing under a winter sky on top of an ice-covered Lake Wallace. So you know your way around this lake, on this frozen lake.
It's part of my job, so yeah.
In a way, you can walk on water as long as it's frozen.
I wouldn't go that far.
Brother, I'm sticking with you. What does a fisherman, especially an ice fisherman, have to keep in mind?
Not to fall in.
Where I'm standing at Wallace Lake, the water is of varying depths. Not certain how deep it is right now, but we'll see with this pole here. Ice fishermen enjoy deeper waters. And one more thing, many of the people fishing on the lake today actually helped the Metroparks stock this entire lake with fish early in the year. You could say they giveth, and then they taketh away.
In Wallace Lake, we put 1,800 pounds of trout each winter, so a pretty good healthy dose of fish, and 4,000 pounds around the park.
So there's dinner underneath this ice we're standing on.
Yes, dinner chilled and fresh as can be.
But when a fish knows he is wanted as guest of dinner, he will send his regrets to the invitation every time. Not a bite the day we were on the ice, but no fisherman seemed to mind. That's when it hit me.
The people out here on Wallace Lake ice fishing are avid fishermen. But there's something else happening here. Really doesn't matter if they catch a lot of fish. They like the camaraderie of just being together. They find a peacefulness being together and a peacefulness on the ice.
When you get angry at the job or folks back at the house, this is the place to be.
This is the place to be.
But when you're on the ice, it's so quiet, and the people are near you. Like my friend Lance is there, so I can yell at him and we can have conversations the whole time.
Oh, I just like being at peace with nature.
Well, we didn't catch any fish, but we caught something else, probably better. Friendships. Cut a hole in the ice and drop in a line and talk with your friends about life and about this family. No blood relationship here, but this is a family of fishermen, everybody sharing a common thought. Fishing is good for thinking, maybe even more on the ice when you are bundled against a cold wind. When the fish aren't biting, all you have are your thoughts and your friends. Something else you will find on the ice is patience. I'm Leon Bibb, walking the ice, angling for what's in the deep, but also looking for what's within one's soul. Cleveland Metroparks has 13 lakes for fishing. The Metroparks stocks its fishing lakes. But a word of caution, when the lakes are iced, for weekly reports on conditions, contact clevelandmetroparks.com and look for fishing report. You will get a general idea of conditions because they can vary. But really, you have to check the ice for yourself, like I did. Live on 5 for My Ohio, I'm Leon Bibb.
Yeah, thank you.
Great.
Good
Great
piece.
story.
Way to break the ice, buddy.
Yeah.